happening down at the old port. I gather one of the local politicians, one of the socialist politicians there, was indicating perhaps they had to look again at the supply of alcohol at these bars in the old port area.
Yes, it was very easy to get a drink in Marseille over the last few days, and the main bars around the old port were packed with England fans, both yesterday and today, drinking all day in the sun, singing, doing what they do. Not everyone likes it, but it comes with the territory. Of course, it made them the focus of police attention. And it also made them a target for local youths, local gangs, some of them the ultras connected with Olympique Marseille, who play in the stadium behind me, and these Russians who were, not all the Russians by any means here, but a sizable section of them who were organised and pretty determined, and all week have eluded the police, and they got exposed at one point today when the square had been cleared by the police. We saw this gang steaming in. We've seen some violent beatings, fistfights and running battles between England fans and the Russians, but certainly there has been some extremely focused, aggressive behaviour from this Russian group who we then saw very clearly inside the stadium. Not all England fans blameless, and the policing has been extremely forceful. But this is a police force that's also worrying about terrorism. This is a stretched force, so perhaps we should expect a heavy response.
And what of the events then on the pitch? Of course, we shouldn't forget there has been a football match. It seemed in the bag until, what, 92nd minute?
Yeah, a football match broke out, one that we'd all been looking forward to before our worst fears were realised. A great atmosphere inside the ground initially, if you could forget the 2 days that had preceded it. And England played very, very well. A young side selected by Roy Hodgson, 5 Tottenham players in the side, and it was a Tottenham player, Eric Dyer, who scored England's goal. A wonderful free kick in the 73rd minute, arced it into the top corner. There it goes, with leaving better players. We thought, Eric Dyer has never taken a free kick on goal all season, but he certainly took a beautiful one there, and it seemed that victory was in the bag, and we got into stoppage time and a sucker punch to go along all the other ones that have been thrown in anger. Vasily Berezitsky, the Russian, looping ahead, a back across goal, and into the top corner of Joe Hart's goal, beyond his reach, got above Danny Rose, the fullback, who otherwise played excellently, and that really capped the feeling, the muted feeling here. The two sides go away with a point each, but their reputations off the field very much in deficit.
Now, we are looking at, of course, suggestion that there may have to be a UEFA investigation into these various incidents. We've still got, tonight to get through. What could they do? Indeed, what are they likely to do as a result of this?
Well, they have opened this investigation, UEFA. I would expect more broadly there will be a review of the policing ahead of England's game against Wales in Lens on Thursday. Lens is tiny. There will be many more fans there than the 36. Russia, they have many things. They could even take points away. They'll look at it. Russia already under suspended sentence from violence by their supporters at Euro 2012. England 16 years ago, were on the brink of being thrown out of European competition. I don't think it will go that far, but the stakes are very high now.
Paul, live for us outside the Stade Velodrome in Marseille. Thanks very much indeed. Just to bring you the picture there, elsewhere, the old port area of Marseille, fairly quiet at the moment, but of course we'll continue to monitor the situation for you. But certainly those violent scenes making the front of many